valleys I could not explain, carrying silence, carrying pain. The night felt longer than I could bear, but even there, you were there. When my strength was slipping from my hands, when I could not trace your plans, in the quiet beneath the noise you whisper low, be still, my child. What I can't hold, I release tonight. What I can't change, I leave in your light. Still waters rising in my soul, where fear once lived, you take control. I lay it down, I let it go, and find your peace I've never known. Through every loss, through every cry, you stay the same, you never hide. In surrender, I finally see your quiet love restoring me. The world keeps turning wild and fast, but I am learning this too shall pass. Not every question needs a voice, not every wound needs human noise. You teach my heart to stand in grace, not chasing answers, but seeking your face. And in the stillness I become stronger than what I'm running from. What comes and goes is not my home. In you alone I stand, I've known. Still waters rising in my soul, where fear once lived, you take control. I lay it down, I let it go, and find your peace I've never known. Through every loss, through every cry, you stay the same, you never hide. In surrender, I finally see your quiet love restoring me. I will not fear what I can't see. You are the calm inside of me. The storm may roar, the winds may fall, but you are steady through it all. I lose my grip, I find your hand. I don't need to understand. If you are near, then I am free. That truth is more than enough for me. Tried to reason through the pain, tried to make sense of every rain, but answers faded in the night and left me searching for the light. I held the weight I couldn't bear, wore every worry, every care, till I remembered who you are, closer than breath, not distant, not far. When I release what I can't control, I find a stillness in my soul. It's a peace that passes everything, beyond what I can hold or see. Not in answers, not in plans, but in the safety of your hands. When the world is falling fast and every moment feels like glass, you are steady, you are near. Perfect love dissolves my fear. I don't need to understand every valley, every plan. There is wisdom in the wait, there is strength to sit with fate. What comes and goes won't define me, what I lose won't confine me. You remain unshaken ground, the truest peace I've ever found. I let it fall, I let it be. You are enough to carry me. It's a peace that passes everything, beyond what I can hold or see. Not in answers, not in plans, but in the safety of your hands. When the world is falling fast and every moment feels like glass, you are steady, you are near. Perfect love dissolves my fear. Even here in uncertainty, there is quiet covering me. Not because the storm is gone, but because I'm resting on something deeper than my sight, something stronger than the night. You don't change, you don't break, you are calm, I cannot fake. I will trust, I will stay, even when I lose my way. It's a peace that passes everything, flowing like a hidden spring. In the silence, in the pain, you are constant, you remain. I don't need to strive or prove, I don't need to chase or move. I am held, I am free, in this quiet covering me. Let it settle, let it stay. Peace beyond what words can say. My mind keeps paddle got, I can't slow it down. Thoughts like waves, they pull me under now. Every fear finds a voice somehow, and I don't know how to silence the sound. I've been chasing peace and empty things, trying to fix what the worry brings. But all I find in the end is noise, till I remember your gentle voice. You don't rush, you don't break, you just wait for me to be still. Quiet, my restless to release, clinging tight to what steals my peace. But there's a freedom in letting go, a deeper strength I'm learning to know. Not every thought deserves my trust, not every fear is true or just. You teach my heart to filter the noise and lead me back to your quiet voice. You remain when thoughts collide. You are stillness deep inside. Quiet my restless soul, lay your calm where I can't control. My heart won't let me rest, be the peace inside my chest. I don't need to understand, just to feel your steady hand in the silence. Make me whole. Quiet now, my restless soul. Slow it down, breathe it in, let your presence settle within. I release what I can't hold, I let go, I let go. You are here, I am safe, even when my thoughts escape. You don't leave, you remain, peace is found within your name. Be still. Be still. He is here. He is soul. You are healing what's not whole. Every fear begins to fade in the stillness you have made. I am held, I am known, I am never here alone. In your presence I am whole. Quiet now, my restless soul. No more striving, no more noise. Only you and your voice. I've been carrying what's not mine, heavy thoughts I can't define, trying hard to hold it all, but I'm the one who starts to fall. Every question, every fear, every silent hidden tear, I kept locked inside my chest, afraid to finally confess. But what if I don't have to fight? What if I release tonight? Lay it at his feet, every burden, every need. You don't have to hold it now, you can let it fall. Somehow, all the weight you couldn't keep, lay it at his feet. surrender, you will find a peace that frees your mind. Not everything is mine to change. Not every loss is something strange. There is wisdom in release. There is power in this peace. I don't need to force the end. I don't need to comprehend. If He holds what I let go, that's enough for me to know I was never meant to carry on. I was only meant to come, lay it at His feet. Every burden, every need, you don't have to hold it now. You can let it fall somehow. All the weight you couldn't keep, lay it at His feet. In surrender, you will find a peace that frees your mind. Oh, let it fall, let it break. He can hold what you can't take. You don't have to understand, just release it from your hands. There is strength in letting go, more than you have ever known. Not in holding, not in control, but in freeing up your soul. I release, I let go. You are enough. I'll lay it at His feet. Every sorrow, every plea, nothing hidden, nothing small. You can bring Him all of it. Every fear that runs so deep, lay it at His feet. And in that surrender place, you will find amazing grace. I don't carry this alone. I am held, I am known. Everything I couldn't keep, now I lay it at His feet. The waves are crashing all around, pulling everything I found. What I trusted starts to shake, like it's all about to break. I can feel the pressure rise, heavy winds and restless skies. But deep beneath what I can see, there's something holding on to me. Not by strength, not by sight, but by a truth that stands the night. The anchor holds tonight, though I can't see the light. When the waters pull me down, still my heart is tightly bound. Not to fear, not to lies, but to hope that There's a depth beneath the tide where my soul can safely hide. What is shaken isn't sure. What remains is always pure. And I'm learning breath by breath, there is life beyond this depth. What is built on shifting sand cannot stand, cannot stand, cannot stand. The anchor holds tonight, holds tonight. Though I can't see the light, when the waters pull me down, still my heart is tightly bound. Not to fear, not to lies, but to hope that never dies. Even in the darkest fight, the anchor holds tonight. Tie my soul to what is true, not to what I'm going through. Let the storm reveal what stays, what no wind could ever take. I may bend, but I won't break. There's a strength I didn't make, and it carries me somehow through the here and through the now. It holds, it holds, even now. The anchor holds tonight. In the chaos, in the fight, in the fight, every wave that tries to take finds a soul it cannot break. Not by power, not by might, not by might, but by something deep inside, deep inside. Even when I lose my sight, the anchor holds tonight. Let the storm say what it will, let the storm say what it will. There's a deeper, stronger still, there's a deeper, stronger still. I am held beyond the fight. The anchor holds tonight. I used to think peace was the absence of pain, a quiet sky after the rain. But I've learned it goes deeper than that. It stays even when the world falls flat. It doesn't depend on what I see, it lives in something deep in me, a steady voice that doesn't change. Even when everything feels strange, it's not the world that holds me still, it's something stronger than my will. I am wrapped in unshakable peace, even when the winds increase, even when the night feels long. There is a place where I belong, not in answers, not in sight, but in a love that holds me tight. I am safe, I am free, in unshakable peace. I don't need every door to open now. I don't need to understand how. Some things are meant to simply be held in trust and mystery. What I release, I don't lose. What I surrender, I still choose. Because in letting go, I find a deeper calm inside my mind. Nothing here can take my place inside this covering grace. I am wrapped in unshakable peace. Even when the winds increase, even when the night feels long, there is a place where I belong. Not in answers, not in sight, but in a love that holds me tight. I am safe, I am free, wrapped in unshakable peace. Let the noise fade away. I am held every day, not by chance, not by fear, but by a presence always near. I don't chase what I can't keep. I rest in something deep, and nothing in this world can move the peace that carries me through. Held still, safe, I am wrapped in unshakable peace, where all striving finally ceases. Every storm begins to fade in the shelter you have made. I am not what fear repeats. I am more than what it speaks. In your presence I believe. I am wrapped in unshakable peace. Peace that stays, peace that lives, peace that holds, peace that gives. I am yours, and I believe I am wrapped in unshakable peace. I've been running through the night, trying to find where I feel right. Every shadow felt so near. Every step was built on fear. But somewhere in the breaking dawn, I felt a presence carry on. Not demanding I be strong, just reminding I belong in the place I least expect. There is love I can't forget. I rest in the shadow of his wings, where the silence softly sings. Every burden starts to fall in the shelter of it all. I don't have to earn my peace. It is given, it is free. In the safety I now see, I rest in the shadow of his wings. I don't need to chase the light. It has found me every burden starts to fall in the shelter of it all. I don't have to earn my peace. It is given, it is free. In the safety I now see, I rest in the shadow of His wings. Let the world fall away, I am safe where I stay. Not because I have no pain, but because I am sustained. Every fear begins to fade in the covering You made. And I learn in every breath there is a life beyond the stress. Safe, held here. I rest in the shadow of His wings, where the deepest healing begins. Every voice that once accused loses power, is removed. I am calm, I am free. In the place He covers me, now I know eternally. I rest in the shadow of His wings. Underneath, I finally see I was never left empty. I am loved endlessly in the shadow of His wings. I used to carry fear like stone, as if I had to face it alone. Every shadow felt too real, every wound refused to heal. But something shifted deep inside when I stopped trying to hide. In the quiet I could see I was never far from Thee. What once controlled my every thought now dissolves where I am brought. No fear in His presence, no darkness can remain. Every chain begins to break at the mention of His name. I am standing fully known, I am never on my own. In this love I now believe there is nothing left to fear in me. It's not that storms don't still arise, it's just they no longer define who I am or where I stand. I am held by greater hands. There is peace beyond my mind, not the world could ever find. Me where I am, like a calm I understand. me peace that overwhelms every voice of accusation. Loses power, fades and melts. I am covered, I am known. I am never left alone. In this love I now believe, there is nothing left to fear in me. Fear is gone, and I can see I was always safe with thee. I've carried storms inside my chest, thought I had to handle rest. Every break and every bend felt like it would never end. But even in the hardest rain, there was mercy in the pain. Not a punishment I earned, but a lesson slowly learned. What I couldn't come alone was never mine to hold. Grace that quiets every storm, where the broken are reborn. Not by effort, not by might, but by mercy, turning night. I don't fight to be released, I just fall into your peace, and the chaos starts to fade in the calm that you have made. Fixing everything I know, but I'm learning letting go is the way that I grow whole. Even wounds I cannot hide are still held from every side. Nothing wasted, nothing lost, even when I count the cost. Grace is deeper than my fear, it is always holding near. Grace that quiets every storm, where the broken are reborn. Not by effort, not by might, but by mercy turning night. I don't fight to be released, I just fall into your peace, and the chaos starts to fade in the calm that you have made. fire, I've walked through rain. I've known surrender, I've known pain. But through it all I've come to see there is a strength inside of me, not built on what the world can give, not built on how I choose to live, but on a truth that doesn't shake. Even when everything breaks, what once could shake me to the core holds me back no more. I will not be moved, not by fear, not by truth, not by storms that try to prove that I'm not enough to stand. Pull me back to shame, but I have learned a deeper way to stand in peace and not in sway. What I am is not defined by the chaos left behind. I am more than what I feel. There is something truly real. I have found a where my soul is now unbound. I will not be moved, not by fear, not by truth, not by storms that try to prove that I'm not enough to stand. I am anchored in your hand, even when I don't understand. Let the world around me shift. I am held within your grip. Nothing here can take my place. Inside this steady grace, I am grounded, I am free. Nothing shakes what's deep in me, built on something time can't touch. I am held, and that is enough. I stand, I stand. Unmoved, I will not be moved. Through the darkness, I am proof that a soul can still remain, even through the deepest pain. I am anchored, I am sure, in a love that will endure. I will not be moved, I will not be moved. Through it all, I now believe nothing breaks what lives in me. Mm-hmm. scars no one could see, a heavy heart, a broken me, searching for a reason to believe that something good could still reach me. I carried silence in my chest, questions I could not confess. But even in my lowest place, I felt the whisper of your grace. When I was weak, you did not leave. You met me in my suffering. He touched me and I was made whole, restoring every part of my soul. What was lost began to live in the mercy that you give. No longer bound by what I am healed because of love. One moment in your presence changed it all. He touched me and I was made whole. I've learned that pain can shake the mind, but grace can leave it all behind. What once defined my broken state was rewritten by your fate. Not every wound is seen by eyes, but you see past every disguise. And where the world saw only loss, you revealed a healing cross. You don't just see what I became, you call me healed inside your name. He touched me and I was made whole, restoring every part of my soul. What was lost began to live in the mercy that you give. No longer bound by what I was, I am healed. I am healed because of love. One moment in your presence changed it all. He touched me and I was made whole. Even when I fall again, you are still my closest friend. Healing is not just the past, it is something that will last. Every breath I now receive is a reason to believe that what was dead can rise once more in the love I can't ignore. I am whole, I am new because of you. He touched me and I was made whole, healing deeper than I know. Every shadow starts to fade in the power of your name. I am not who I once was. I am held inside your I've tried to fix what I can't repair, pieces of me scattered everywhere. Every effort still feels the same, like I'm drowning in the pain. But in the silence of my doubt, there's a love I can't live without. It reaches deeper than my shame and calls me softly by my name. What I could not heal alone, you turned into a cornerstone. Healing in His hands I find peace that quiets every mind. Every wound begins to fade in the mercy that you gave. I don't carry this anymore. I am changed at the core. There is hope I can't explain. Healing in His hands remains. I thought time would make things right, but time alone cannot rewrite what only grace was meant to mend, what only you can comprehend. Even scars that still remain are no longer filled with pain. They tell a story of your love that lifted me when I gave up. You don't rush what you restore, you make something new and more. Healing in His hands I find peace that quiets every mind. Every wound begins to fade in the mercy that you gave. I don't carry this anymore. I am changed at the core. There is hope I can't explain. Healing in His hands remains. Let the brokenness become a testimony of what's done. Even weakness turns to light in the quiet of the night. I release what I can't change. Nothing stays the same in grace. You are working even now, turning ashes into crown. Heal me, hold me, make me new. Healing in His hands, so true, restoring all I've been through. Every tear begins to sing of the life Your mercy brings. I am whole where I was weak. You are everything I seek, and forever I will stand. Healing in His holy hands. Still you heal, still you stay. Every night turns into day. Hide my pain so no one sees the silent cracks inside of me. I smile while breaking underneath, carrying what I don't believe. But nothing in me stays unknown, even the wounds I've never shown. There is a presence I can't escape that speaks my sorrow by its name. Nothing lost is out of sight, even in the darkest night. Every wound he knows by name, every tear, every shame. Nothing hidden, nothing small. He sees and carries all. And in the knowing I am free from what once was hurting me. Love that reaches through the pain. Every wound he knows by name. I tried to bury what I feel, convince myself it isn't real. But silence never makes it go. It only hides what you already know. And in the moment I gave in to let the healing truly begin. I found a love that doesn't turn away, even in my weakest state. You were there before I spoke, before my fragile heart was broke. Every wound he knows by name, every tear, every shame. Nothing hidden, nothing small. He sees and carries all. And in the knowing I am free from what once was hurting me. Love that reaches through the pain. Every wound he knows by name, even what I cannot say. You already knew my way, not a detail left unseen. You have always been with me, so I release what I conceal to the one who truly heals. Nothing in me left to hide when you are already inside. You know me, you hold me, still you stay. Every wound he knows by name, every broken, every pain, and still you never walk away. You redeem what I can't say. I am seen and I am free from the chains that used to be. never thought I'd end up here, in a place so filled with tears, where every step feels hard to take, and every breath begins to shake. The silence echoes all around, no mountain peak, no higher ground, just shadows where the light feels far, and I forget just where you are. But even here I start to see you never left, you're close to me. Comfort in the valley comes not from what I've overcome, but from the one who stays the same. Even when I feel the pain, I am not abandoned here. Even in the depths of fear, there is mercy I can find, comfort in the valley of my life. I thought strength meant standing tall, never break and never fall, but now I see it differently. Strength is knowing you carry me, even when the road is long, even when I feel so wrong. There is something deep and true you are walking me through. In the lowest place I stand, I am held by unseen hands. Comfort in the valley comes not from what I overcome, but from the one who stays the same. There are parts of me that fell apart, pieces scattered in the dark, things I thought could not be healed, hidden wounds I never revealed. I tried to build myself again, but every effort met an end. What I fixed would break once more, till I found something deeper than before. Not by my strength, not by my hands, but by a love that understands. You restore my broken places, you redeem what time erases. Every fracture, every scar is never too far for your heart. What was shattered comes alive in the mercy of your light. You rebuild what I can't see, you restore my broken places in me. I thought broken meant the end, something that could not transcend, but you turned it into grace, a testimony in its place. Now I see the value in everything I've walked through in. Nothing wasted, nothing lost, even in the heavy cost. You don't discard what's been undone, you make something new from what's begun. You restore my broken places, you redeem what time erases. Every fracture, every scar is never too far for your heart. What was shattered comes alive in the mercy of your light. You rebuild what I can't see, you restore my broken places in me. Even what I couldn't fix becomes a part of your redemptive mix. You don't shame what fell apart, you rebuild it into art. Every loss becomes a seed in the garden of your lead, and what once was torn and weak becomes the strength I now can speak. Restore me, make me new. Only you. You restore my broken places, turning ashes into graces. Every broken part I bring, you turn into offering. I am not what I have lost, I am more because of cross. You are making all things new, restoring what belongs to you. Piece by piece, I come alive. In your hands I will survive.